Alright, hello card fighters. I'm going to be doing a deck profile for you today of the new post set 8 Fenrir deck. I already did a deck profile of like the preset 8 stuff, so today I'm going to be focusing on mainly the new stuff. I'll briefly go over like the old stuff, but you can watch the other deck profile if you're missing stuff. So, starting with a new Forerunner. He's fun. He works really well with the deck. When this unit gets rested due to the effect of your card, choose one of your units and it gets 2,000 until the end of the turn. Which, of course, Revelation, if you use the skill, requires you to rest a card, so that's really cohesive. And then he's also GB1, put the unit into your soul. When your drive check reveals a normal unit, you may pay the cost if you do draw a card. So that also works well with Revelation if you know what you're getting. So, moving on to the trigger lineup. I run 3 of Dreaming Dragon still because, quite frankly, especially with all like the new soul charging, it's really easy to deck out, and I liked getting all my triggers back in my deck, so I still run 3, but I do run 1 of the new stand trigger. She's a Revelation card, and it's GB1, put this card at the bottom of your deck. When this card is put into your drop zone from your soul, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards and stand it. So she's a lot of fun. I haven't really gotten to use her too much yet. Probably, because I only run 1. She somehow ends up always in my hand instead of in my soul. But she's still great. 4 heals, obviously. Still 4 of the crit trigger that's put into the soul. Give a unit 3k. And then, of course, we have 4 of the new Fenrir crit. He's basically your standard, put this unit into your soul, give your Fenrir Vanguard 5,000, but you also get to draw a card, which is great. So I run 4 of that. Moving on to the grade 1 slot, 4 PG, 3 stride fodder. They become even more important because now you really need Fenrir. So I still run 3 stride fodder, and then I still run 4 Haughty. Haughty's still viable in this deck. He's basically when your card is put into your drop zone from your soul, he gets 1,000 power, which is great. And then I run 4 of Shekel Fetter Gelja? I don't know how to pronounce any of these names, you guys. He's also a Revelation card. He's from the soul, put this card in the bottom of your deck, and then stand your rear guard and give it 3k, and then if you have a Fenrir Vanguard, you can soul charge 2, and then give 3k to another unit. So he's really great. I like to keep 1 of him in my soul. If I really need to stand up a unit, I will keep 1 of him in there, which is also good for the new G Guardian, which I'll be showing you, because usually he's on the field and in the soul. Plus soul charging, plus power, just a fun card all around. Oh, for those of you who aren't sure what Revelation is yet, whenever you put this card in a specific circle, in like this guy's case, rear guard, you check the top card of the deck, and you can either put it into your soul or put it back on top of the deck, and if you put it into your soul, you rest the unit. Alright, moving on. Grade 2 slot, I still run 3 Glyphnir. He's just the on boost, counterblast 1, soul charge 3, draw card. And then I run 4 of the new Battle Maiden. She's a Revelation card. She's basically like an updated Jormungand, just the opposite. So when a card is put into your soul, it gets 1,000 power, and then if it was put into the soul due to the Revelation ability, she gets another 1,000 power. So theoretically, you could be giving her 2k every time you soul charge, which is pretty fun. And then you have Boulder Fetter. He's also Revelation. And then Counterblast 1 when he's placed on rear guard. If you have a Vanguard with Fenrir, you pay the cost. If you do, he gets an extra 4k, and once per turn you can soul blast 3 when he attacks and draw a card. So that could be useful. I usually wait to play him because of obviously you can only use his skill once because it's when placed on rear guard. So I'll usually wait until like I'm trying to use Fenrir if I'm stride already, so I'm trying to get the extra cards. But yeah, he's fun. I haven't really gotten a chance to use Battle Maiden yet. For whatever reason, she just keeps hiding from me. But still an exciting card all around. Grade 3 slot, obviously, for Fenrir. And then he's the stride boss, so when you stride over him, you can soul charge 3, and counter boss 1 and pull something out of the soul. This has become even more useful to pulling things out of the soul, because the old Forerunner, you were able to put it into the soul and take something out, but now Fenrir is pretty much your only option for getting cards out of the soul onto the field. And then I also run 3 of the new Grade 3. Choose a Revelation card on Vanguard or Rearguard, which is nice. And then she's once per turn GB1 Soul Blast 3 normal units, and then she gets an extra 5k, and if she's on the Vanguard, you can draw a card. So she's not like the greatest backup, but she gets the extra 5k, and then obviously she's Revelation, which is great. The more Revelation, the better. I actually almost wish the deck would have a little bit more Revelation, because, you know, I only have one Fenrir right now, like the Grade 4 Fenrir, and you really want him to be useful, so sometimes I feel like I'm missing Revelation from my hand. But it's still pretty chock full of Revelation right now. Okay, so G-Zone, 2 of the old G-Guardian. I still love her because she gets cards into my soul. But then I also run 2 of the new G-Guardian, who says that when she's placed in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your rearguards, and you have this same card name as that unit in your soul. She gets an extra 10k. So I specifically, during the game, I'll keep track of my soul and try and make sure that I have, I'll keep a card in the soul that I have in the rearguard so that I can use her, because she's been really helpful in a bind, because she gets that extra 5k beyond a normal G-Guardian. I still run 2 DM. She's your just Soul Blast 3 on hit. You can draw 3 cards, choose one, put it into your hand, and the rest into your soul. Which isn't too bad, but quite frankly, she's like my throwaway for G-Assist. And then I still run 3 of Tier, Soul Blast 3. Look at the top card of your deck, put it on the top or the bottom of your deck until the end of turn. He gets, when your drive tech reveals a grade 1 or greater, you may soul charge 3. Which is pretty good. For Vandegrand will always be a staple, because he's just ridiculous. He's GB2, Soul Blast 6, and then you can check the top 4 cards of your deck after your opponent has guarded, and put as many as you want on the top or the bottom, which is just ridiculous. 2 Doombrace. He's Soul Blast 3 once per turn, and then you can give 5k to 2 units. And then he refunds himself too, so he's still a solid, great first ride. And then finally, we have the man himself. Look at that pretty secret GR. It's currently my prized possession. So he's GB2, and then he changes the Rearguard's Revelation ability to, when this unit is placed on Rearguard, look at the 2 cards at the top of your deck, search for 1 card from among them, put it into your soul, and put the rest in the top of your deck in any order. So instead of checking 1 card, you check 2, which helps you manipulate your drive check, which is always good. And then he also has the ability of Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 3. You may draw a card. If you do not, put up to 1 card on top of your deck from the top of your deck into your soul, choose one of your rearguards, and this unit get plus 3k. So, to be honest, I don't think I've used that skill yet, mostly because I liked what's at the top of my deck. But yeah, he's a great stride. I currently only have 1. You should have 2, but he has been eluding me so far. But it's okay, because I have the pretty secret GR. But yeah, running 2 is better, because right now I only have 1, so I want to make sure I have a lot of Revelation in my hand to make it worth it, and that hasn't really happened yet. But it's still a really great card. So, that is the post-set 8 deck profile for Fenrir. Thank you for joining us, and we'll have some matches soon.